Nicole, actually, we have moved from Suffolk to Chesapeake, where some sleet is starting to come down. I don't know if you can see it smacking in my face. And also the temperatures are continuing to drop, and that is what's making this all so uncomfortable. And as we are standing out here, we're not the only folks out here as well. Look at these folks here. We are not the only people that have to work out in this snow. Boy, they are dedicated. They're out here jamming and rocking for tax time. So not the only people having to endure this. You want to take it slow as we're going out here because of the rain. And then we'll have much more on this team coverage coming up.
Winter weather is heading into Hampton Roads. Right now, parts of our area are feeling a powerful blast of cold. And the snow, if you're not seeing it now, it's coming.
Yeah, tonight we're on your side with coverage of this far-reaching storm. Crews are spread out across Hampton Roads and here in our studio. Lauren Compton is in Chesapeake. Earlier today, she ran into a group of kids excited for the snow and the school closings that come with it. Ava Hurdle is back from that area where she talked to a man with a snowplow ready to clear your street or driveway. And Cheryl Tan is keeping an eye on all the highways in Hampton Roads to let you know where it's the messiest. But we begin with this nuisance. You see Super Doppler 10 radar scanning the skies and tracking the snow. Let's get right to the Super Doppler 10 Weather Center. 10 on your side, Chief Meteorologist Don Slater is standing by with Tiffany Savona.
And we're seeing a lot of sleet, as Lauren had mentioned, across the south side.
Right.
And to prove it, I went outside real quickly, and this is an ugly picture, but take a look at what's going on with it. Showing you what's going on. If you watch carefully, no sound, but you can see. Hi. Anyway, I went outside a little while ago and shot this just to give you an idea, and I'll advance it again. I'm sorry about the high, but you can see it, the sleet dropping through the picture, and it's just those little ice pellets moving on through, and we're seeing that really across much of the south side right now. Snow coming down in the western branch section of Suffolk, western branch section of Chesapeake. So again, we are seeing some snowfall and a lot of sleet across the south side.
That's right, and people have been tweeting, it's showing up green on radar, but the green is really sleet and snow mixing in, and the sleet, it kind of dings your windshield and dings your window when it's coming down.
Yeah, just a kind of a rushing sound, kind of a ping, ping, ping sound as it makes its way on through. Tiffany Savona is going to drive the radar, and I'm just going to show you what's going on. Widespread snow now from parts of the peninsula and northward, especially you can see it across the middle peninsula, Gloucester County on up toward the northern neck. Williamsburg area, you've had it, and likely covering at least the grass right now in terms of snowfall, especially with some of these darker streaks that we're seeing right on through here. Now, this is likely a mixture of snow and sleet for the peninsula. As of yesterday, we said that it was going to start snowing and really kind of be snowing heavily into the peninsula by around 5 o'clock. A little bit later than that. It looks like 6, 7 o'clock as the snow really starts to make its way on into the region. Dry snow, ice crystals, just analyzing with this within. Now we move to the south side if we could. Oh, that's an area of sleet right on through here, right through here. If we could zoom in tighter on that particular area, and you can see it'll show up as grapple, quite likely. That's the name of it. But that's basically sleet. Yep, grapple. Moving on through these areas, these brighter areas, drier snow. Likely some lighter sleet and lighter snow mixed in with some of these areas. The computer for the radar is not quite keeping up with the amount of sleet and light snow that we're getting, but we're likely seeing light snow, and there's another area of a heavy sleet going on into the Sunbury area as well. Quite likely it'll show up as grapple, that's the technical name for it, that's moving on through. But everybody's going to end up with snow. How much snow do we get? Around an inch, 1 inch to 3 inches on the high side in some of these darker purple colors throughout some of these areas. And farther northward, likely to see 3 to 5 and then 5 to 8 inches of snow out of some of these areas. But you'll note that I really kind of kept parts of eastern North Carolina into this as well in terms of what's going on. For a little bit more on what to expect overnight, here is Tiffany, and then we'll close it on out.
Okay, and here's a timeline of what you can expect. We've been showing this over the past hour or so. 4 o'clock through 6 o'clock, snow north of the peninsula, but now we're seeing that snow mainly pushing into the south side, and you can see it's showing up green on radar, but it's really a mix of snow and sleet. So be careful driving out there if you haven't left yet. 6 o'clock through 9 o'clock, snow continues southward. It's going to be very widespread later on this evening as we get closer to the midnight hour. Drier snow will become heavy. Remember, we said it's more of a fluffy snow, not really a wet snow because of how cold the air is. Windy and cold, wind chills in the teens tonight, and then the snow will finally taper off as we head past 4 o'clock tomorrow morning. And then we're just going to have to deal with the bitter cold. More on that coming up in a couple of minutes.